There are other forces at work that project into our space. They download information into our minds and we believe it. We think that the thoughts are ours. We think that the feelings are ours. And then we become unconscious agents of the dark side, creating chaos and mayhem on planet Earth. So let's just dive into this subject of projection technology. You see, our bodies and brains are biological computers. And when we want to facilitate healing for ourselves or other people, it's really easy to use our biological computer for really positive purposes. We can tap into the back end of our biological computer and recode our DNA, which creates physical, verifiable, physical results on the front end, sometimes immediately, sometimes within a short period of time. But there are other forces at work that project into our space. They download information into our minds and we believe it. We think that the thoughts are ours. We think that the feelings are ours. We think the visuals, sometimes in our minds, sometimes in our space, are ours. And so what happens is we start to think these thoughts over and over again. And then the thoughts, because they're intrinsically linked with the emotional body, we add charge to these thoughts. We add magnetics to the electrical, and then we become unconscious agents of the dark side, creating chaos and mayhem on planet Earth. So you've got to take a deep dive into your own heart. You've got to take a deep dive into the present moment and allow yourself to be thoroughly still, completely still, locked and loaded in this now space, so you can see, feel, and discern between what is real and what is not. And the game is so carefully constructed that what is real and what is not seems completely the same. But only by going down certain roads and experiencing different things can you learn, can you grow, by getting things wrong and then making them right, by learning and growing from your so-called mistakes, which aren't really mistakes, they're just learning curves. There is gold to be mined from every single situation. I'm going to give you an incredible tool that will enable you to discern between what's real and what's not. Say, for example, you see something in your space. Could be an energy, could be a flower, it could be some geometrical code, some mathematics, it could be a tree, it could be your grand that's passed back to spirit, or your brother that died last year. It could be Archangel Michael. It could be some archetypal figure that you've handed your power over to. Most of the times, the things that you experience in your space are going to be things that you trust. So they're going to shapeshift into beings that you trust, or entities that you trust, or people that have been on this earth plane that you trusted and trusted when they passed back to spirit. So ultimately you still trust, and you see them and feel them. And so you trust them. But really behind the scenes, there's something masquerading as what they're presenting themselves to be. All you've got to do is get a chromium octahedron. Place the chromium octahedron, 8-sided geometry, around what it is that you're experiencing. Open your heart and just be in the space and make that chromium frequency as powerful and as strong as you can. Kaleidoscopic chromium is an Andromedan frequency and extremely powerful. We've been using it in Star Magic for about 6 years now, and the life-changing results we get are incredible. But one thing we use it for is to discern between what is high frequency and low frequency. The thing is, in kaleidoscopic chromium, there is every single color range that you could possibly imagine, beyond what we see between infrared and ultraviolet. It's got 1 million pinks, 1 million oranges, 1 million greens, every color you could possibly fathom and more. And so when you hold something in kaleidoscopic chromium, it presents itself. Maybe 20, 30, 40 seconds. Hold it for a minute, guaranteed to know whether it's real or not. Sometimes it will just exit. Sometimes you'll see blemishes in the architecture and you can just disregard it. Remember, never be in fear, just open your heart. They can feed off of fear, but they can't feed off of love, joy, high humor. So be in those frequencies and you've cracked the code. I remember a being coming into my son's bedroom several years ago, strangling him, and he went into fear. And the being got more and more powerful, and he was choking, and he couldn't cry or scream for me. I was in the other bedroom because he was getting choked to death. And then he remembered, be love. And as soon as he opened his heart, the being had no power, so it left. Love is always the greatest weapon that we possess. You might see something wriggling under your arm. Doesn't mean that it's real. But if you turn around and go, oh my God, there's something under my arm. That's it, you've just invited it in and contracted. That's the subtlety and the magic. Laugh at it. It will disappear, I guarantee. If you've got thoughts inside of your head, take the thoughts out of your head and place them into kaleidoscopic chromium. And ask, are these my thoughts? Hold them in frequency. The thoughts will just dissolve. Or they splinter off and evaporate, sometimes exit. Projection technology is incredible. And they use it against you, me, everyone on planet Earth. Some of us know how to deal with it and some of us don't. To some of us it seems so far-fetched. We deal with this stuff with clients every single day. And when you help someone, when you empower someone to really truly understand projection technology, they take control of their biological computer, and all the mind control devices and machines and pillars and pylons around the Earth, they have no effect anymore. When a human being hits the frequency fences that are all around the planet, which are geared and designed so that when we hit a certain frequency, it triggers the game, and the game communicates with other souls around the planet. People that you might meet in the street, friends, family, and they say things and do things to try and bring your frequency down. So every time something's going on in your life, you know you're hitting another frequency fence, or it could be one of the options. So just laugh. Know that you've reached a new level. Stay in your heart, exercise, eat clean, put good stuff into your body, meditate, breath work. Do the work. Stay focused, stay devoted, stay on point, in the 0 point, in the heart. And you'll glide through the frequency fence into a whole new dimensional space. And then you'll keep rising until you hit the next frequency fence. And eventually you'll blitz through them all, and you'll just keep soaring like a phoenix, rising from the ashes. Projection technology is real. But the question is, are you going to allow it to continue to infiltrate and manipulate your life and the lives of your loved ones? Or are you going to take charge by being still, observing, feeling, and weaving your way through this multi-dimensional reality that we call life? You're powerful. We are all powerful. We all have the potential to activate our superhuman potential, to recode our DNA, to activate our DNA, to re-engineer our own mathematical blueprint, so we can switch on those angelic templates and become the superhumans we came to Earth to be, the Stargate Guardians, the custodians of this sacred planet. This projection technology is what separates us. It keeps us in fear, but you can change that now you know the truth. Don't believe a single word I say. Go into your heart and ask the question. Connect with your guardian angel. Connect with your oversoul. Connect with your higher self, your avatar consciousness. You've got multiple frequencies, beings, other versions of you in this space that are here to help you and guide you. But you've got to reach out, because we live in this world of free will. They can't interfere. But when you ask, don't just trust. Ask and then question. Ask, and then whatever presents itself, even though it's something that you've asked to come into the space, surround it in kaleidoscopic chromium. Run those Andromedan codes and make sure that it's real. Because when you're inviting something in, that's an opportunity for the dark side to slide in through that beautiful frequency and masquerade and trick you. I love you, beautiful soul. You're amazing. Remember to check out our website, starmagichealing.org. We got some of the best Ascension tools on the planet. Right now, you can get access free for 7 days to hundreds of guided meditations, light language transmissions, light codes to activate your DNA, your Kundalini, your third eye, your right brain. Switch on your Merkaba field. We got mystery school teachings on hundreds of different topics to help you through this Ascension process. We got cosmic yoga videos, private Telegram groups so you can connect with beautiful souls just like you on this same human mission. We got high frequency nutrition, everything you need to raise your vibration and be the most extraordinary version of you. That superhuman that you came to Earth to be. Go out into this world and love your sisters and brothers fiercely and ferociously. Hug them tightly and never, ever, ever be the first to let go. That's the golden rule of hugging. I'll see you again real soon, beautiful soul. You take care of yourself. Be strong, be fierce, be loved, be kind, be balanced. And I'll see you soon. One love, one heart, one human family. Peace and love.